How much difference would a beginner golfer see from a TAYLORMADE M6 to a Ram, let's just call it the Amazon Special? Let's find out, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel and this is your very first time watching my content, first of all, welcome to the channel. Second of all, please make sure you don't leave before you do hit that subscribe button below, because on this channel, I bring you guys golf related content every single day, hopefully to help you raise your game, generally to help you lower that handicap, but mainly just to get you enjoying golf more than ever before. And I know what you're all thinking. This is a beginner golfer video. This is a beginner golfer driver test between a 400 and odd pound TAYLORMADE M6 and a £20 Ram. I'm going to keep calling it the Amazon Special because that's what I christened it not long ago. So where is the beginner golfer? And you see guys, I filmed this introduction before he gets here because I want a true comparison. I want an honest test from a beginner golfer to find out which one works better. Well, not necessarily which one works better, because you would hope there would only really be one winner in this, but to see how much difference there is. £20, near enough £400, maybe even more. Let's wait till he gets here and let's find out. That felt like an introduction twice, but it wasn't an introduction twice. You haven't got to watch the introduction again. As soon as he gets here, we'll get into it, I promise. See you in a bit. For a beginner golfer, how much difference is there between a steel shafted Ram driver and a graphite shafted TAYLORMADE driver? Let's find out. In fact, come on. And let's do it now. Yeah. Mr. Beginner Golfer is testing out a Ram steel shafted driver, which is a little bit heavier, a little bit shorter, and the TAYLORMADE M6 driver with the graphite shaft that we tried in Cyprus. And we've just had a bit of a lesson, haven't we? A little one, yeah. A little bit of a lesson, a little bit of a recap. I won't really call it a lesson. We've just reminded you kind of what we've done in the past.
Wake the brain up.
Wake the brain up. Nice shirt that you've got on as well. A little bit of a Mizuno number. More on that to come. I should say, guys, this is another episode of the Beginner's Race to Dubai, and we have some mega. How good is this news? Honestly, some of the news that we've got coming for you is unbelievable, but we're not going to break it to you just yet because it's not all 300% confirmed. But we're 200% confirmed, so that's enough, isn't it? That's okay. So today, mate, we're just going to hit some drivers, just like we've been doing in the lesson there. Which one do you want to start with? Do you want to start TAYLORMADE, Ram? Which one do you want to go with?
I'll go TAYLORMADE.
TAYLORMADE, and what we're going to do, we'll probably just jump in and out of either of them.
Yeah, alright.
So I should say, guys, as well, we are here at Woolly Park in the simulator room. Massive thanks to the guys for hosting us here. How good is this place?
I like it.
This is the first time you've ever seen an indoor environment as well, isn't it? How good is it?
Yeah, it's good.
For winter, I mean, it's October now, it is 7:20, it's pitch black outside, it's not been a nice day at all. You've been at work all day.
Yep, out in it.
Out in it, and that's another thing that I'd like to kind of bring round on this Beginner's Race to Dubai. You're not a full-time golfer. If you are interested in this and you are feel like you're invested in this, this isn't a case of semi-retirement, retirement, let's go and break 106 months. This is a working man. I always feel a bit weird saying that, a working man.
I do work though, I'm a man, so... And
so it's a working man who just wants to take up golf and see what you can do in 6 months with maybe a lesson every fortnight, which is like what we've done today. Anyway, back to the content. Nice, that's a great shot to start with, mate, to be fair. Beautiful swing, weight transfer was there and everything. Now we're going to just go one with the Ram. There it is. Great strike again. Tell you what, you must have a good coach.
He's alright.
How far that's gone. Alright. Perfect, mate. So that's one shot hit with each, the Ram and the TAYLORMADE. We're going to do a lot more. We're going to get some kind of proper averages. But any thoughts initially? You know what? Just on the looks. So let me pass you at the TAYLORMADE as well. As a beginner golfer, obviously you can tell already that there's slight differences. Yeah. Is there anything you'd say particularly that you prefer or that you don't prefer?
If I were going to be picky, I'd generally prefer the look of the TAYLORMADE. Yeah. Just a little bit more detail on the club head. A
little bit of colour.
Yeah, I like it. Just something to split it up a bit.
Yeah. What about kind of the sizes of them, or the length of them, or the weight?
shaft lengths a lot are longer on the TaylorMade. It's also, to be fair, a fair bit lighter.
Yeah, the TaylorMade is lighter, or
the TaylorMade is lighter.
So that's probably down to the materials. If we look at obviously the steel shaft and the graphite shaft, and then I'd imagine the carbon on the head is going to give a little bit less weight as well on there. So I'll tell you what, mate, we're just going to hit some more.
Cool.
So keep going with the ram for now. Great swing. That is down the middle as well. Cutting off a little bit. Another 200-yard pluser though, which it was difficult in Cyprus, wasn't it? Because we didn't really know how far they were going on the range. We just kind of took our word for it.
Yeah.
But that was really nice. Let's go one more round, then we're going to do a few more TaylorMade, then switch up again. And I'd like to just say as well, obviously, we're lucky to be in here tonight because, get ready for this, you can hear it outside. Oh,
is it grim?
Oh, it's absolutely awful. We'll close that down, mate, and we'll carry on with this, I think, to be fair. What a golf swing that is. Fantastic golf swing again. Right, now let's go TaylorMade. You're liking that, aren't you?
I like it. I'm just trying to see where it's coming out. I ain't got one clean out the middle yet, I don't think.
And so look at the face. So you can see as well, you know, with the steel face, it gives you a bit of a... Do you like the steel face compared to the black, or... Do you think does one feel a bit more kind of... I don't know, like... It's hard to relate things in. Does one feel maybe more...
I would say that's more for a beginner.
Right.
That's going towards...
The TaylorMade?
Yeah, I would have probably said that were a more beginner.
Right. You know, I don't even know, mate. All we've done is put it out for the weight difference and things like that. We'll have a look. So let's go TaylorMade again. He's absolutely nailed that one.
I like this one again.
Oh. That's embarrassing, because if I hit one, it's not going to go much further than that, and I've been playing years. Years. Go on, let's go some more with that. We're going to go... I want to hit 4 with that one now in a row. Just take your time, there's no rush at all. Good effort. A little bit high on the face, maybe.
Yeah.
But, you know, if that's your worst shot, what are we getting up to now? On a bad shot. 170, 180-ish, 178. Oh. Good effort. That's going to travel.
Oh, these good, these ones are.
They're alright, mate, yeah. I don't want to kind of prejudice you in any way at all. Great swing.
Right, fell back on them.
But the thing is, mate, on a golf course, it's not going to be the end of the world.
No.
Good effort, a little bit of a miss hit, but we're testing that as well, so that's okay. That sounded unbelievable. A little bit left again, but... Oh my. What a golf shot that is.
Not bad.
Beginner golfer. Alright.
Is that it then?
Let's go Mr. Ram. Thank you. Done a good job there actually, mate. There's some good strikes on there.
Some bad ones,
some bad ones. Some good. That's what we want though, isn't it?
None of them were absolutely horrific though, were they?
No, I mean, not particularly. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take out probably maybe the worst 2 for an average, because I think that's fair enough as a beginner, but I don't think there were that many terrible ones with that. There were some...
Just 2 off to... One there where nearly took your head off, and then one there.
With the steel shaft, do you feel like you could maybe be more aggressive at it with the weight, or...?
Possibly, yeah. It feels like it's just a lot easier to guide to me.
I think that's because you can tell where it is, again, because of the weight of it, and maybe the length as well. Thoughts?
Alright.
So, mate, I want 5 of them, because then we've hit 10 with each. High right, that one, mate, innit?
That's my bad one.
That's the bad one. Still out there, though. We're still doing alright. Dubai Hills, that'll be okay.
We might be swimming, or...
Nice. Swinging well, mate. I like the consistency in the swing as well. It's good. Maybe going to fetch that tee for you there. I don't know why.
Thanks, mate.
I sat walking and thought, you're going somewhere, so you might as well do something.
Yeah. Slightly rocky, mate.
I'll leave it to you for you, mate. Oh, there you go. Grounded it before, but a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Nice. So, I'm not going to lie, mate, I've stitched you up a bit there.
Not like you, that is it?
No, the introduction we did earlier, this one. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time watching my content, first of all, welcome to the channel. I'd already done a different one.
No.
Before you got here.
Oh, right, go on then.
I'm not going to tell you yet, but what thoughts? Thoughts on those two?
Thoughts? I'd say that's easier to use for me.
Easier to use. So the RAM was easier to use.
Yeah.
What about the M6 TAYLORMADE?
If it went well, it went really well.
Right, perfect. Let's look at the numbers before I tell you about them. This is good, this, isn't it? This is you've got no idea, have you?
No.
He's got no idea.
I don't like
you have got. You've got an idea, but you've got no idea. I'm going to give you them back. Let's take a look at the numbers. Right, so we will start with the RAM, and I've christened it RAM because I didn't want to give too much away. We've not gone any kind of information really at all. You can see there's 10 shots there, 10 good shots, bad shots in different shots. We've got carry, we've got total. We're going to concentrate on the total number here. And there's some real good numbers in there, especially for a beginner golfer. One of those 250 yards, that's mental. Total distance, 221 yards with a carry of 198. So we're going to take out the worst three. We're going to do this with both because I think it's only fair for him being a beginner golfer. So total, the worst one was 196, which is absolutely insane. Then 201 and 200 obviously there. So that brings the average carry up to 205 and the average total up to 231 yards for a beginner golfer. It's a bit dark, but how good's that? That's really good.
I like it.
Now we're going to go TAYLORMADE, and Foxy still has no idea what we're doing here, which is quite. I feel really good about this. I've never done anything like this. Never done a surprise party or anything. And table. So again, 10 shots, good shots, bad shots. I'm not going to run you all through it again. Carries and totals, up there, down there, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Average carry 131, total 175, so quite a long way down there. Let's take out the worst three. So again, we're going to go on the total number. And we've got this one, disable, this one, disable, and which other one? 156 disable. So we've then got the total over 200, which is 205 yards. The carry only 145 yards. Remember, these are both the same settings, they're both the same loft. Obviously there are differences in the clubs. And the longest shot that we should say of the day, 258 yards. And as you said, when it works, it works.
When it works, it does go really well.
I've got something to tell you.
Alright.
So I've got something to tell you. One of these clubs costs over £400. The other one costs £25 off Amazon.
I pretty much can guess.
Thoughts? What are your thoughts?
I can't believe that that's obviously 25 quid.
That was 25 quid, and this is something which I've obviously done a video on myself before. The RAM, I think I christened it the £20 or £25 Amazon special. And obviously, and what we're not trying to do is section out a TAYLORMADE M6 because obviously there's loads of drivers out there which are very, very similar, cost very, very similar. What I wanted to do was test how a cheap driver off Amazon would go for a beginner golfer. And to be honest, I think we've proven it almost more than what I anticipated. So we've proven that, I would say you don't see much of a difference, but we have seen a difference.
Yeah.
And I think it helps that the shaft is shorter.
Definitely.
I think it helps that the shaft is I think it almost helps the shaft is steel because you can feel it more. It's the same loft, both of them set on 10.5 degrees, which I should have probably told you earlier. But also we've shown that a good shot with the M6 is better than a good shot with
the RAM.
The RAM. Now obviously one vital component with these clubs is neither of them have been fitted.
No.
So it might come down to, we are going to go for a club fitting for Foxy for the race to Dubai, the beginner's race to Dubai, not the real race to Dubai. It's not that ours isn't a real race to Dubai, but the race to Dubai is for professionals. So you don't want to be in that because you might not do as well as in our beginner race to Dubai. But Neither of these clubs have been fitted, so we're going to go for a fitting. We're going to make sure that you get the correct driver for you. It might equate to a different shaft length. It might equate to a different shaft, not necessarily material, because you're not going to really get a shaft now that isn't a graphite shaft in a premium driver, but we might go heavier so that you can feel that. Yeah. And then also we'll check lofts as well, and I suspect that 10.5 is a good loft for you. Yeah. So what are your thoughts there on £20 as opposed to £400 for a driver?
If you're a beginner, then I think you might be a bit daft not to be playing one of these.
And you know what? I think it's an absolute... I'm really glad that we did this because, again, I didn't tell you any of this. I felt a bit bad when you came in because I was like, I did a bit of a fake introduction and stuff like that, and you probably thought he was racing through that. He didn't normally go that quick through that. But it had to be like that so that you didn't know.
Fair.
Exactly, because one of the big things that I didn't want to do is give you a bit of a prejudice between those clubs and be like, I tell you what, mate, one of them's 20 quid, one of them's 400 quid, knock yourself out. Yeah. Because then you're going to feel differently both of them. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Do you've enjoyed that. As you can tell, both clubs worked. One of them worked, I've got to say, one of them worked a little bit better, and it may not be the one that you expected. So, thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you do hit that subscribe button below. Make sure you comment below what driver are you currently using and why. Leave us a like if you enjoy that content, and I mean, if you're a beginner, go and get yourself a cheap driver and get playing golf. Also, huge thank you to the guys here at Woolly Park for putting us up in the simulator. What a fantastic setup this is. If you are just off the M1 or you're around Yorkshire, make sure you do pop in and check out the guys at Woolly Park. Fantastic golf course, fantastic setup, fantastic staff, and fantastic simulator. Guys, as always, we'll see you tomorrow.
Right, I'm having another go.